dawn defies us. The walls should be broken, the streets red with blood. Attack! Attack! We must attack!
Angron's growls rang across Lupercal's court. Drool ran from his snarl, vanishing into nothing as it fell outside of the imaging field. Walls cannot be shouted down, Perturabo said, his voice ringing of a laden bell. You have lost your patience with your sanity. He's not insane, said Fulgrim sweetly. Are you, dear brother?
Do not allow this snake to address me, roared Angron.
Cease your yapping, hound, said Perturabo. This is a gathering of intellectuals, not animals.
Speak with me in person, and we will see who is silenced first,
roared Angron. I bested you before, and I will do so again, Perturabo said levelly. Angron let out a howl of outrage that shook the air. Abaddon glanced at his gene-father's empty throne. Horus was late to the meeting. For the War Master's sake, Ezekiel, hissed Kyber, do something! Someone has to, said Aximund, as the Primarchs goaded each other. He made a step forward. Abaddon grabbed his brother by the arm. He shook his head, his face a warning. Aximund shrugged and stepped back. I'll do it. Suit yourself, Aximund said. Abaddon stepped forward, but did not speak. He stood in the midst of the Primarchs and disdainfully watched their bickering. Oh, Angron, my dear brother, your howling grows tiresome, said Fulgrim. Where is Horus? He appealed to the room. If anyone can get Angron to quiet, it is he. Angron sneered.
Nothing is more important than...
Do be quiet, Angron, said Fulgrim. There's a good fellow. For a moment Angron stared, wide-eyed with affront. Then his face swelled in anger, and he screamed in rage.
I will not be quiet! I am the chosen of Khorne! You will heed me! You will...
Cut, I have heard enough. Cut Lord Angron's audio feed, Abaddon said. Adepts of the True Mechanicum, working in the background, complied. The Red Angel was left a silent, raging ghost. Look at how weak you've become, Abaddon said in disgust. Lord Perturabo, you sit at the edge of the system pronouncing your genius and implying no one heeds you. This behavior is not worthy of you. Do not provoke me, First Captain. Be quiet a minute, or you'll find yourself further goaded, Abaddon snarled. You, Fulgrim, and you, Angron, have whored yourselves out to the gods in the warp. Angron raged in silence. Fulgrim tittered girlishly. Abaddon glared at them. Fulgrim pulled a lewd face. Where is your majesty? Where is your purpose? We stand at the threshold of victory, and you threaten everything with your bickering, said Abaddon. You posture, you rage, you question your War Master's orders. It is he who has brought you here. It is he who has ensured your powers grow. And it is he who has made this all possible. I have seen the brats of the decadent nobles behave with more decorum and sensibility. Fulgrim clapped all four of his hands slowly. So brave, so noble, he mocked. So bold. The sun grows while the father fades. How proud of you he must be. Fulgrim leaned closer to the lens, capturing his image. Be careful now, little Ezekiel, he purred dangerously. You are mighty, but you play in the court of the gods. You cannot murder us, as you did your birth father. You did not have the stakes to wager in this game. Back away, small man, and we might let you live. Do you think Horus would allow you to kill me? Abaddon said, pacing around the circles of the hololithic phantoms. He could obliterate you all, any one of you, utterly. You are slaves to your passions, whereas you are also slaves to your gods. Horus is above you, and he is above the entities you worship. A brother would not put the life of his son before that of his brothers, said Perturabo. You go too far. Tell that to Lord Lorgar, Abaddon said. Banished. Lucky that Horus did not tear him limb from limb. Be careful that you do not further test my father's patience. It is not inexhaustible. Well said, Aximum muttered under his breath. Abaddon, never speak to me in that way again, warned Perturabo. I am not as indulgent as my brother. Nor am I, said Fulgrim. The door to the court opened, and Horus strode in, more alive and vibrant than he had seemed the last time, Abaddon thought. Captain Abbadon is correct, said Horus. You disgrace yourselves. The court trembled at his words. Listen to my chosen son as you would me. He walked to the center of the room and rested one of his great talons on Abaddon's shoulder. He is my sword arm. What kept you, brother? Asked Fulgrim. Why did you call us here and keep us waiting? I commune with the powers who guide my hand, and strive to ensure our victory in the realm as in this. Then say this, that Abaddon is right. You gather powers to yourselves and become pathetic for its excesses. Cease your arguments, or face punishment of your patrons. Fulgrim never still formed flickered. For an instant of his perfect monster's face was transformed into a mask of terror. Then the image blinked, and his mocking smile returned.